Hello, friends. It's the Fantastic Two, Kathy and me, the Visible Girl and Mr. Not So Fantastic. But we're talking about, I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about the new movie that's coming out from the Marvel Cinematic Universe called The Fantastic Four, which is something that I feel like I've been waiting forever for this movie, and people are going to say, yeah, but there's been Fantastic Four movies. And I'm like, there kind of has been, but they didn't get it.
They didn't get it, and they didn't lean into the cool mid-century modern vibe of it. And that's what I love about what I've seen so far in the marketing and the posters and the teaser. They're going for it. I love that because it doesn't look like any other Marvel movie.
And what a cool choice, because the Fantastic Four were created in 1961,
right?
And they were the first. I think they call them Marvel's first family, because they really were the first of the sort of standard Marvel type of superheroes. They didn't wear masks, they just were who they were. Everybody knew it was Reed Richards and Sue Storm and
they were
Johnny
celebrated.
Storm.
People loved them.
Grimm. And they were, and they were also kind of famous in their world too. They kind of had this level of celebrity. They lived in New York, they didn't live in Metropolis or Gotham City. They lived in New York City.
Yeah.
And they, Ben Grimm grew up on Yancey Street, which I think was made up, but it's like implied that it was like in the bad neighborhood,
Yeah.
And they were humans. They were real people. They had the troubles of a Johnny Storm was kind of impetuous young guy, and his sister Sue Storm and Reed were an item, and Ben Grimm was a tragic character because of all of them, he's the one that turned into a monster and couldn't come back. And everybody else could turn off their powers when they wanted to, but Ben was stuck as this big pile of orange rocks. And so he was tragic. And they played it, and they did it really well in those shows. And it looks like this being, taking place in 1960s or whatever it is, some alternate timeline, like you were saying, mid-century modern vibe, is such a cool idea, because it really brings back the look of the original time of the Fantastic Four.
All right. So, do you have a book handy?
Oh, yes. I've written a book, folks.
He's into literature.
It's a great big old book, and it's like 100 movies. It's called 100 Movies.
Check it out.
You can get it on Amazon. It's like not necessarily all my favorite movies, but it's just 100 movies that I thought about for volume 1.
Right.
And I think you might like it, because I kind of go into places in the reviews that I don't think other people have, and maybe it's interesting. Let me know.
I think it'll be interesting. We love movies. That's all we do, as you can tell. This is what we love. We work in movies, we do a movie podcast, and we watch movies. We
like comic books and superheroes, evidently, too, because we're going to take a look at
we love Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Treasure.
And it's a good time to appreciate his work, because he is in everything. He's in every movie, every ad.
Bad. I know. I love that Apple ad so much. He has a very, very good agent, or he has very good taste, because he's in the good stuff.
He's in the good stuff. And the reason I think is just because he's good. He's a likable person. He's one of those actors that is you just like him.
You just like him.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Pedro Pascal? Come on.
Yeah. Who doesn't like him?
Who doesn't like him? All right, let's check this out. This is a 2-minute, 43-second trailer. It's long. So
I've heard that we get to see the Silver Surfer, another fantastic character from the Fantastic Four.
Julia Garner plays.
Yeah, I mean it's cool that they made, because the Silver Surfer originally was a sort of man. He's a man body, but he was kind of he wasn't really clear what he was. Was he a robot or a alien, or was he made out of metal or something? It was kind of an unusual kind of an alien.
Yeah, exactly.
Bizarre character, but really cool. Existential.
Existential. It's very strange, but let's take a look and see what we got.
All right. And quiet on the set.
Quiet.
Hold the work.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space. and come back forever changed.
This car?
I love the car.
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Oh, how awkward they look.
Yeah.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking?
And Herbie from the cartoon.
Okay,
I love that he's quick.
that is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What?
You're late.
I'm late.
You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
I love the palette, the kind of
Yeah.
old film look.
Some unlikely colors.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Art dead.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up.
Oh,
We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family.
that's a lot of
Has to be us.
Oh, that's cool. They showed it.
We will protect you.
Whoa.
How do you fight that?
Oh my God, how do you fight? You fight like Godzilla. You just bomb it a lot,
Just wait till it's done.
and then you all die anyway. So there you go.
Galactus was awesome. I remember, I was too young for the comics when they came out, and I'm not joking. they go back that far. But I remember going to comic book shops and buying back issues and stuff of the comics with Galactus, and I still have them. Those are pretty valuable now, actually. But the appearance of the Silver Surfer, the herald of Galactus, saying, "Your world has been marked for death,"
Yes.
and
Chills.
Galactus just comes, and I remember the Galactus is standing there, and Richard, you expect it to be the confrontation.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four go up to Galactus, and they're like, who are you? What do you want here? And Galactus just keeps talking to someone else, or speaking to the Silver Surfer or something, and he yells, and they try again, and it's like he's not even acknowledging us. And then someone else says, it's like an ant
Exactly.
trying to talk to a person.
Like, do we care what an ant says? We should.
He couldn't care
Probably.
less.
No.
Like, what difference does it make what that thing is saying down there?
He's probably seen so many creatures screaming for mercy.
Yeah.
on his voyage to destroy all planets that he doesn't care anymore. He's a sociopath.
Planet killer, the planet eater. Yeah.
Whoa, so creepy. That looked really cool. I love the they did a great job on the look of this. The wardrobe, like we talked about, the film, the palette, almost like it was shot on film. It's gorgeous.
The props and the set design, the
little
cool
sense of humor.
spherical screens, and the fact that they use CRT screens. There's no flat screen monitors or floating holograms, as far as I know. There's
so cool.
It all seems couched in the 60s of the props of the 60s, and the the things, the cars. Their car looks so awesome.
Yeah,
it's not like a futuristic car. It's the past's idea of futuristic, which is just such a beautiful idea. Like,
so good.
Those old concept cars from the 60s and things that people were like, wow, that's what we're going to be driving in the year 1980.
So it was so high tech. And then the cast is great. Vanessa Kirby
Yeah.
is Susan Storm. We have Joseph Quinn, who's Johnny Storm. I loved him in Stranger Things. That's where I first discovered him. Julie Garner as Silver Surfer, which we finally saw her. That was new. Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic. And he's fantastic.
Yeah.
There's also Ebon Moss-Bachrach, who's playing the Thing. And I love they showed him cooking for a shot since he's on the bear and he cooks. It's kind of funny. I don't know if that's an in-joke, but it was an interesting little aside. Apparently John Malkovich is in it. I'm not sure if he's galactic. I'm not sure. They don't say.
That automatically raises this film up to,
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a class act all the way. I just think it looks great. And I love, like you're saying, talking about the color palette was kind of unusual.
Yeah.
It's like when you look at the
blue.
posters, like this just came out. It's like they're sticking to that cream and blue, which I love. It just has that cool red. You just don't see that. It's gorgeous. I love the couch. It's the one warm thing in it. It's like it's that warm. And then we have like this kind of teaser poster. Like the posters are kind of retro, like illustrated.
Yes.
That's great. We had this kind of cool, like little
nice.
hint. Yeah, I love that little that cool design. Type design is really nice, and just really, there's so much variety in the marketing. And then, I especially love this Saul Bass retro poster. It's just gorgeous. Love it, love it. So that's really fun.
That's great.
And we have a big Marvel movie that's not like the other Marvel movies, and that's what I think is going to set this apart. It just looks really special. So I'm very excited about this one.
And I always like to mention the folks that created these iconic characters. They're sort of like the scribes of our time who wrote the ancient texts, the mythological stories of our day. Jack Kirby, who I think is, in my opinion, I'm of the opinion that Jack Kirby was more responsible than Stan Lee. Stan Lee, of course, wrote the witty, snappy dialogue and all that. And I love Stan Lee. Got to work with him. Got to design some stuff for him once, which was really cool. And love Stan Lee. But I think Jack Kirby doesn't get enough of the accolades and kudos and whatnot for the work that he did of creating the vibe of these characters, not just the look of them, but the feel of. You can tell that the Thing, Ben Grimm, and his childhood on Yancey Street, and that was totally Jack Kirby.
Exactly.
Jack Kirby smoked a cigar, even so he was the Thing. I think.
Funny. And Matt Shakman is doing the directing on this, and he did a lot of really good TV: Game of Thrones, Monarch, The Great, WandaVision. Like he knows his stuff. This may be one of his first movies. I don't know. I know that he's in the zone of great TV. So I have high hopes because it looks like they're really committed to the look. So
looks like fun. And they got that Herbie robot in there, which is weird because that's from the Saturday morning cartoon. That wasn't.
That's a nice Easter egg.
Yeah, it was I think it might have been in some of the later comics, but I think Herbie was after, like, a post Star Wars, let's put a cute little robot in it era. Yeah. But they decided to put Herbie in there, which I think is kind of weird, but sort of funny
like
in a way.
You need that. I think you need that little fun, quirky thing in there, and it's not necessarily out of canon. It's still there. It's
totally.
Still there.
Reed Richards would definitely have a personal robot in the house.
Would.
Yeah.
Yes, we all would. I mean, if it cooks and cleans, I'm there for it. So. All right. Let's know what you think in the comments.
Looks like fun. Yeah. I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Bye, everybody.